Hi all, Paul here at Open Wood Shop, and we're back on another French Cleat video here. And this one I'm trying to find a way to hang my nail guns up on the wall using French Cleats. Usually my nail guns are in boxes and I have to dig them out, and subsequently I never use them because it's just too much hassle. But I decided to make some French cleats to hold them, and I knew that what I wanted to do is have them so that I could just reach up and grab them. Like I could reach up, grab the nail gun, put the hose in, and we're ready to go. What I didn't want, and I tried this, I didn't want them hanging like this, didn't want them hanging like this. I've got 4 nail guns and it just takes up too much space, and that's the beauty of French cleats, is that you can store a lot of stuff very densely in a small amount of space. And that's all I had, was just a small amount of space where I wanted to put these. I came up with something like this, where you could put your nail gun like this, so that would make it so that I can just pull it right out. But the problem here is that they would tip out and fall out. So I tried several different ways to keep that from happening, and eventually I came up with this. And as kind of funny as this is, it was very simple, a very simple solution. And you can just lift up and put it back in again, and they wouldn't fall out. So it took me a while. This is a very simple design. It took me a while. The other designs I had were more complicated, and then I finally came upon this. And the reason is because, as per usual, I always, when I'm designing something, find the absolute hardest way to do it, and then as I boil it down, I come up with the obvious and the simple way to do it. There's really not very many pieces that you need to make one of these, and we can just make one right here in the shop now. It'll be my fourth and last one, so let's do it. We'll start off by gluing this, and that way it'll be ready when we've got the other parts ready to go. And we'll push that down real tight and then clamp it. And that should be enough pressure. Added to the fact that we're going to put in these corner blocks. A little weight there, and that seems to have worked for me in the past. So I'm using 1/2 inch, 4 inches by 8 inch pieces for the back, and I want to draw a center line. One thing about nail guns, they all have different shapes. You've got stuff like this that has to be accounted for. This particular one has this little tab out here for what, I don't know. That looks pretty good. And then we'll use this. We're going to put that right up against our line. It's good to have it not going the full length. So when you have to pull it out, you've got space. On this side here, we have this tab to contend with. So we'll cut it a little short there also. Maybe right about there. We're accounting for this tab, so it's going to be a little shorter. But the other side, I'm going to have it go all the way back. And the reason for that is so that we'll have something to bump up against. We'll put a back piece on there and bump up against it. Okay, here are our rails. We'll get those glued in place. Just about. We need rails to go alongside of here, so we'll use this leftover piece for that. And to do that, we need the table saw. And to do that, we just magically move our workbench to the side. And voila, there's our table saw. So we can put on the rails here. We'll start off with this rail here. I've got a couple of spacer blocks here that are the same size as the slider. I'm actually going to space it out just a little more by putting this cardstock in. Might as well get this going. We got plenty here. We can cut this off later if we want to, but we'll get going on, what do you call this? The hood, the cap, whatever. The holder inner. I've noticed that with the other ones, it needed a little notch here cut out in order to get the tip of the nail gun here through it. So on this one, I'm not even going to test it. I'm just going to do it. There we go. Now the tip of the nail gun can come through here and get out. I've tried several different ways to connect the rails to the cover, and right now this is probably my favorite. Spend more time waiting for glue to dry than I actually spend building this thing. Depending on how good of a job you did on your rails, they'll probably slide just fine, but I like to put a little wax on them. You can tell the difference. I just cut these ears off here. Okay, let's put this together like that. Much better. Much better. So I've got an area over here that I think is really a good candidate for doing French cleats. It's very narrow to get into, but it's wasted space. I had things on the pegboard. I just didn't like pegboard. I've never really liked pegboard.